too heavy. Now. Now. This I'm interested in. I really like the colour and texture of this one.
Some people like to hear how you arrived at the idea, and they want to be fed the whole story. You know, tell me exactly what this means and all the materials and how long it took to do it. That's a popular one. How long it took to do it. Other people just go, I like that.
I've got a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, nearly 4, and they demand a lot of our time and love and attention, which we just want to give them tenfold. But
Do you like my builder outfit?
being a husband and wife team isn't easy. It's
like
just
it?
a juggling act. When all of that, you know, snuggling up on the sofa time is actually sitting side by side with our laptops up.
Have you had fun with your mummy today?
Andy's hours are crazy and all over the place. It's quite difficult to be married to an artist.
I'm looking at different ways of representing sand and stones and pebbles. This is absolutely perfect. I love the fact that you know, from a distance you might see a beach scene and you come in closer and it's actually industrial. It's plastics and bolts.
I'll be completely honest with you, the first few things you showed me, I just didn't get it at all. And where I've had a real passion for all his recycled stuff and I've got the message, the meaning and being really behind it, I just was thinking, how's he going to pull this off? How's he going to incorporate this into what he's done before?
I'm going to hack away there and put it together to a piece. This is a piece called, it's going to be called Edinburgh, and it's a cityscape, which is kind of not what I normally do, but in this case I've made an exception. These have got to sit side by side on the actual on the artwork, and there's only one way of getting those on, and that is to weld them.
We've got this opportunity to go out to Taiwan, and I'm glad that Andy's somewhere where he feels, but just show your art and just have people accept it for what it is and hopefully really like it and take it to their heart.
The visit to Taiwan is going to be down to funds. That hasn't been determined yet. If I don't get the funding, I'm going to have to think maybe about weight. So I might drop some pieces because they're too heavy. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If I don't pursue it, it'd be crazy.
I'm really proud of him that he's decided to go for it. Yeah, we just have to keep house, that's the only thing. We put a lot of our savings and money from both of our businesses into materials and so on, and you know, it's great when it all sells and everyone's happy. But when you've got big shipping costs and insurance on top of it, travel and accommodation.
Well, I sold that one over there. There's a woman coming back for this one. It's reserved tomorrow, and obviously the one at the back is already sold there, so that's not bad for the first night, you know.
If I could change anything about Andy and his approach to his work, is just have a bit more faith in what he's doing, because people love it. And even when they tell him that they love it, I think he's still not sure. And I wonder where that tipping point's going to be, you know. It might be Taiwan.
I've been painting since I was, I don't know, 13, 14, and I was just kind of looking for something else. I thought, let's do art, even do landscapes, but turn your materials upside down. So work with anything other than canvas, paint, paintbrushes.
I know that he's really cagey about telling people about his concrete printing process. Has he told you about that? I don't even know how he does it. It's his original idea. I love it. The recycled elements, the experimentation with man-made materials and Scottish landscapes and coastal scenes.
I'm representing nature in my work, and I realise that some of the materials that I use are not natural, but that's deliberate, and I pick them mostly because of their texture, how crumpled they are, how scuffed they are, how eroded they are, and the colours that they originally were or currently are.
That's an amazing thing to have someone's interest sparked by what you've done. And you don't expect them to understand the inner workings of your brain. It comes down to people liking what you produce or having a conversation around what you put out there.
I have applied for various different kinds of funding, so fingers crossed.
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but that's good news.
Luckily I've got an absolute rock in my wife, who's crazy enough to have agreed to help me with that sort of thing.
What do I do?
Work.
Work. And what about Daddy?
Work.
He just works too. But do you know what he actually does? What does he do?
Work.
My day-to-day job, or bill-paying job I should say, it's just too busy. I can't, I can hardly take half a day off a week at the moment, and that has to change. I'm not going to be able to put on any exhibition if that doesn't change. Hi there. We are going to Play-Doh. This is what I'm taking to Taipei. It's not finished yet. It's called green with orange. This is the most art I've done all week.
We had a lot of private support, a lot of fantastic opportunities came out of the marketing that we did, but no, we didn't hit our target. And Andy's application for a development fund and for an international fund were both rejected.
Because there's at least 2 or 3 really good pieces that I would have sent over without thinking. But taking 6 miniatures that weigh very little each, or 1 big piece, it's a no-brainer.
I can't believe how calm and relaxed he is. It's just not at all how I imagined things to be. So the frames have come back with the mounts on them, but he has to assemble them, and then he has to package them for going away.
Voila. Almost there. It's so close. I'm more than ready. I've never been more ready. It's all good.
We haven't really tackled the question of how to get his artwork back. So that you could say that that's either a huge dose of confidence. It's definitely not arrogance, but possibly we need to do better planning on that.
There's a lot of emotions kicking around and a lot of feelings, but the biggest one is excitement, for sure. There's a lot of time, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of energy and expense and everything gone into this one moment, which is over and done within 10 seconds, you know.
We could choose a much easier way of living, could choose a much easier path. But we want to be true to who we are and what we want to do, so that's most important. And it comes back to both being sure that we were with the right person.